Alright, welcome back to the Mojave Gardener. Hope you're having a good day. And we're getting ready to replant the corn and beans in our back garden here. The frost or freeze that the last freeze we had killed off the majority of what we had planted just before it came up. So we're getting ready to start here again. Alright, we're getting ready to plant here just like we did before. We've already got the rows opened up so that we can plant in between the few plants that did come up. We didn't have any beans come up, but we had some corn and some of the cucumbers come up. So I'll probably fast forward through this when I do the editing, but we're going to get started planting here. Okay, we've finished planting, and what we planted to start with here, we started with Ferris Morris Blue Lake stringless pole beans, and also we're putting in Burpee Sweet Sunshine Hybrid corn, and then I finished off the beans with more Ferris Moore Kentucky Wonder pole beans. And we shouldn't be seeing any more freezing temperatures. Our temperatures are staying in the mid 50s to upper 50s at night, and we're getting up as high as, well, today's supposed to be 95 degrees. So I think we're safe now, and we should get a good germination rate. The beans are brand new. The corn's still older, but hopefully it will we'll get a decent germination rate. Just for reference, this corn package that we've got, it was actually packaged for the 2011 season, so it's let's see, 9 years old. So we've had it for quite a while. I think what it was is at the end of the season, I went in and bought everything they had at the end of the season because it was like 75% off, and I've slowly been using it over the years, and we're getting down to probably this year we'll have used all of it up. So I'll cut this segment here, and I'll probably do another quick update of the tomatoes that we transplanted, because they're just taking off like crazy. From the last update that I did just a few days ago, they've already doubled in size. Probably plant them out this weekend nice and deep, and so they can get a good start on the growing season here. And probably by that time I'll do a video on pruning the tomatoes also. Okay, we're back in the greenhouse. As you can see, this lettuce just continues to amaze. We took another couple of cuttings off of it, and it's still just growing like crazy in here. I fertilized the other day, so our peppers are starting to put out their true leaves and growing really well. Our herbs up here, this is our basil, and I noticed in one of these up here that I had some more. Oh, our sage, a couple of our sages are starting to come up, so slowly but surely. More of the lettuce here, see if I can get back far enough. Let's see it all. We've trimmed these, harvested off of these quite heavily. I'll probably be planting some new seed here shortly. But getting over here to our tomato plants, as you can see, they're already, almost a foot tall here. Some of them. The little one here in the center, this is the little one that we mentioned that it might not take, and it did, and it is just growing like crazy. It probably has as much or more growth than the others do. I should have filmed it yesterday, but I didn't. I did some pruning on these and pruned off the suckers so that the main stem can continue to grow. And I can get close enough here where you can see right down here. I trimmed off, that was a sucker there, trimmed that off so that the main plant can continue to grow. And our tomatillos are doing great. They're getting more leaves. They're going to get transplanted here in the next day or so. These are more tomatoes down here that we started from seed. They're starting to put off their true leaves. Some of them that got 2 seeds in a peat pot are actually, both of them came up, so I'm going to have to do my special separation there so we have the plants separated. I hate cutting them off. I'd rather separate them out. And our little plants there from the store-bought peppers, the 3 seeds that came up, they've got true leaves now. I'll get them transplanted into a bigger pot soon. And I think that's going to do it for this time around. Well, you know what? I might as well do a update of the main garden here. So we'll head out there and do that. Okay, here we are out in the main garden, and our cauliflower is doing really well. The cabbage here is having a hard time getting started. It's been a little warm, so but once it actually starts getting roots out into the soil, they'll take off. Our outside lettuce here isn't growing as well, but it is dark and heavy and doing well. So is this over here. And our little lemon tree seems to be surviving here, growing slowly though. The grapevines are doing really well. They're already putting off grape clusters. They haven't flowered yet, but the clusters are nice and big. I always like to see that. And our strawberries here, as you can see, we have lots of strawberries. Some of them starting to ripen. These are all last year's plants. This year's plants that we transplanted. I've been trying to keep the strawberries off of them, but it's hard. Sometimes they get away from me. Like I see 2 or 3 of them here that I'll have to pick off here. And the onions are doing well. This apple tree is finally coming out, and the other one over here, it has really been coming out. It's doing really well. Our broccoli here is slowly taking hold. Little sunflowers there, the end of my beds. And this one, we did have one of our zucchini come up from the first planting that survived. So actually maybe 2 of them. Looks like we have another one coming up there. And we have some of the yellow zucchini here. A couple of them came up. And it's hard to see, but because they're so little, but here and there our carrots are coming up. Maybe I can get down here close enough. You can see that little thing right there is a carrot. There's a few more right there. They're coming up sparsely around. But this bed here with our radishes and oh, got a bumblebee. Our spaghetti squash. We've got a whole lot of carrots coming up in this line here. Slowly, they're starting to come up. And I think we got about a 50% germination rate. And I gotta find out what is eating my plants here. This sunflower, something really loves it. I gotta find out what it is. Our potatoes haven't broken through the surface yet. Probably here this week sometime they should start. And I think that's it. Oh, the garlic over there is doing well, coming along. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna try and plant along here since the watermelons didn't come up because of the freeze. So, well, that's gonna be it for this episode. And let's see if this works here, holding this like this. If you like our videos, hit the like button, hit subscribe so you can keep up to date on all our new videos that come out, and smash that bell notification if you subscribe, and it'll let you know whenever we put out a new video. Have a beautiful day and keep gardening.